Happy Friday. We are so close to Halloween, and I think I'm just going to kind of pass out candy for Halloween and film that and just film the kids for you guys and see how that goes. But there's no guarantee, so we'll see how that goes. But last couple weeks I have been reading some of my poetry for you guys, and I figured I would obviously keep up the trend, and I'm actually considering kind of making that the main point of the channel instead, kind of turning it around and just keep reading my written pieces and kind of see where that goes. And I would just like your guys' opinion on that. And, you know, because we've got one more week of either written word or the trick-or-treaters. So we'll see what happens. But last week was all about the art of rambling. And so I figured this week will be a little different. I wrote this one for Kendra back in December, and I was going through a really rough time when I wrote this, and it just made me feel better. And I've told you guys, you know, I refer to her as my wife, and we're very close, and I've been missing her a lot lately, and this poem just kind of reminds me that we can get into fights and we can kind of grow our separate ways, and we'll still kind of come back to it together. We'll kind of, you know, we'll figure it out. So I just wanted to read this one for you guys. It's called My Wife, and I actually named it after her blog at the time, Kiss Me Good Morning Babe. So here is this week's Kiss Me Good Morning, My Wife. I'm in a mood tonight, a crying in the corner to spoken word mood that means nothing but disorder to me. And yeah, maybe I use it as a crutch sometimes. Sometimes I let it be my identifier. But this is where they come in, and my fandom. She knows the deepest parts of me, the things I shy away from and refuse to openly admit, even while I stare in the mirror. And then she comes around and wraps herself around me, pulling me around and snapping me out of myself, because she is the parts of me that I was not blessed with. We are not, nor have we ever been romantically involved, and that doesn't really matter to me. She is bright and bubbly and many, many things, but sometimes I rope onto the fact that she is also disordered. Maybe she doesn't identify that way, and I know that she is reading this, but that's okay, because I can crawl into her bed and apologize with back rubs and hugs, kisses and gestures. Wordlessly, I can apologize. The most comforting thing that comes from this are not words. The most comforting, what inspired me to type this, is the scent of her floating down the stairs as she wraps up in a blanket and drapes herself onto my lap without a single word, without a breath. Yes, I could pine and hope and pray, but I don't, because there is nothing I'm honestly missing out with her that I don't currently have. Yes, we are best friends, and I've titled her my wife, but it is not romantic in nature, and isn't that what spouses are, best friends? In the middle of the night, they can wrap themselves around you and snuggle closer and breathe you in so they can feel true comfort. All at their breaking point, you are their first thought of who can help me. To me, she is that. All my dirty secrets, all my under-the-cover bruises, my most damning situations, and not a judgment falls from her lips as she pulls me to her and hugs me. No shame comes from her as I tell her of my abilities. Not a single denial comes as I tell her how broken I shall forever be. No movement to push me away as I scream internally behind these false smiles. All emotions are blown apart each day because I have found, for this moment in time, my female soulmate. And that is how I feel about one of the women that I've titled my wife. So, Kendra, because I know that you're watching this, I miss you. You need to come over and kidnap me in the middle of the night. And let me know what you guys thought. And I promise next week's might not be so somber. But yeah, I felt like sharing that with you guys. So, I will see you guys next week. Bye.